Hi everyone, welcome back to The Learning Gardener. I just want to quickly say before we get into this video, I'm sorry that we have got off schedule with the videos. I've been trying really hard to bring you guys 5 videos a week at the same time, same days. But yeah, yesterday was just a mess. Yesterday I was in Sydney, which since I gave birth to a stillborn little boy in early spring here, I don't like being in Sydney. I find it very triggering. It's an emotional whirlwind just to be in Sydney. And yesterday morning I had surgery in the morning and didn't feel great immediately afterwards. Then I went home to my parents' place to rest for an hour. Then we drove 2 hours north of Sydney on a blisteringly hot day with my reactive dog Birdie to meet a dog that had been on a kill list for my mum to adopt. Birdie was more distressed by the heat than anything else and didn't really care about the dog, which was lucky for us. So we've taken a new dog called Dobby home, and he peed all over me in the back of the car. So that was a fun day. But to top it all off, as we were leaving Sydney to go and meet Dobby, I received word from Yale Hospital that they worked out what caused Ollie's stillbirth. So yesterday was kind of like being put in a blender and having someone turn it on, and I just didn't have the emotional bandwidth or the energy at the end of that day to edit a video which should have been released today, which will be released whoever knows when. To be honest, I don't think I would have had the energy to even edit a short video, but the 2 videos that were in theory supposed to come before this one were quite long ones, and I just didn't have the energy. And I still don't really have the energy, and I'm still not really feeling 100%, so we're not doing what I had planned for today. It is also ridiculously hot today, even though it is 7 p.m. So we're going to try and do a quick job together. Famous last words. But we've got dinner in the oven, so it needs to be quick, and we are going to be solving a problem that I've been having with seedlings. At the moment, my seedlings are all in these trays, and I keep them in planter trays so that when I have to go away for a little while, I can fill them with water, and they can send roots down deeper and draw water up from the tray in the bottom. And I find, generally speaking, that works pretty well for us. But you can see that this would be pretty annoying when you're having to mow regularly in summer, and you can also see where I've had to move the trays as I've mowed, how it's damaged the grass underneath, which is why I don't love having these trays on the ground out here. More often than not, I keep them on the deck, but the trouble is, because these sit on the ground, water pools underneath them, and I've noticed some softening of the deck and some damage to the deck, which is not ideal because the house that I bought doesn't have a deck that's in great condition anyway, and I don't have the money to do anything about it. So we need to have a better way to store all of our seedling trays so that we can still have our seedlings growing outside and doing well with the natural light, because I don't have any grow lights inside, and I don't intend on getting any, so we need to come up with a better solution, and hopefully that's what we're going to be doing right about now. This is unlikely to be the permanent location for these, but it is the it works for right now location. And this is normally where I have kept the seedlings in the past. So what I've got is some outdoor shelving for pots from Temple & Webster, and we're going to put them together now, and hopefully this is going to work. Maybe if you don't stand on it, that might make things easier. nice, quick, easy job, and it's really fixed a massive problem of these trays being in the way when I mow or damaging the deck. At least this way they also take up way less space, but there's airflow underneath them so that even if they get filled with water when it rains or whatever happens, at least the deck underneath can dry out. What remains to be seen is how these hold up to both the puppies and the wind, and whether the top seedlings will blow off in the wind. But it's worth a try because it really is going to make a massive difference. We still have 4 trays that aren't on shelves that are still down on the grass, but there's, as you can see, quite a lot of seedlings that are more than ready to be planted out, and there's also a lot that didn't germinate except for weeds and need to be cleaned out. So we've got a ton of planting to do, and at least it's more organized and out of the way and freeing up the deck so that I feel like I can tidy up the deck and actually make it more useful. Because it's not covered in seedling trays all the time, and at least hopefully this will stay out of the puppies' way when they decide to rumble on the deck. But so far these Temple & Webster garden shelves were actually really easy and quick to put together. They aren't the world's most stable shelving, but hopefully under the weight of the seedling trays they'll hold steady, but we'll see how they go. I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick video. Thanks so much for coming back and hanging out with us again, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.